Now, I want to talk about the EVs in India and the one main thing that could make EVs a huge success and mainstream and have everyone pick it over the internal combustion engine cars that are on offer here. And that has to do with the battery, or specifically the warranty for the battery. Because as far as I know, a lot of these EVs have a specific warranty, 7 or 8 years or something, a certain amount of kilometers, and that's the warranty that these cars have. And then there's the lifetime warranty thing that some brands are offering, but it's only for the first owner. So for the second owner, it's again certain amount of years, certain amount of kilometers. So basically, the second one is the actual warranty. And the problem with this warranty thing is the fact that people in India, well, people generally, when they buy a car, they tend to use it for a long time or a small amount of time, depending on the person buying it. But I think most people use it for a certain amount of time, and they when they're buying these cars, they take in calculation that how much can they get when they sell it after 5 years or 7 years or something, and use that money to try and buy a new car, put the down payment on it, and buy a new car. That's how the calculations go. And cars have certain values depending on the demand of the vehicle, whether it's gone out of production, the type of engine, and the brand and all that. And it's relatively stable, with the exception of some cars. I mean, the cars like the older Swifts and the Vitara Brezzas, those had high demand because of the diesel engines. But generally, most cars have a stable price. And that's what people count on when they're buying these cars. Now, the problem with the EV is, well, the battery has a certain warranty limit. And that's a big deal because from what we know about these cars right now, the batteries are really expensive. Depending on the car, some cars' batteries cost about half the price of the starting price of the car. Even if it's not that, it's still super high. And if you think about it, now let me just give an example. If you're buying a 20 lakh car, an EV, so I'm assuming the price of the battery is what, 10 lakh or something, under 10 lakh. Just you're using the car for 5 years or maybe 7 years, and the warranty is about to run out on the battery, and you're about to sell it. Now the second person buying it, they have to take a lot of things into calculation. One is the asking price justifiable for the second buyer considering the age of the car? That's what a buyer normally thinks. But in this case, they have to take that into consideration, plus the fact that they also have to take into consideration the battery and the fact that the warranty is out and how long will the battery last and whether or not they had to replace it. Now, if the car is only 5 years old, I guess that wouldn't be a big issue. The warranty is probably going to be, the battery will probably be safe for a long time. And that won't be a problem. But the problem is, if that person buys the car for what? If it was 20 lakhs, they buy it for 12 lakhs or something. Then when they sell it, they probably be looking to get a decent amount of money for that car too, because the second user is probably going to sell it at some point too. And that's where the real problem happens. Now, if the second user uses the car for 10 years, runs 1 lakh kilometers or something, and the battery is fine, nothing's wrong. Then when they sell it for what, they want to sell it for 6 lakhs or something. Then the third person that's going to be buying it, they're going to be looking at it, and the car's 10 years old, it's run this many kilometers, and there's a risk that the battery might go out at any point because of how old the car is and how much it's run. Even though the battery percentage and all that stuff is okay, I mean, that's kind of the risk that people don't want to take. The battery might die out and it had to be replaced. And when the third person might be looking to buy this car for 6 lakhs or something, they're going to be looking at it from point of, well, the car's worth 6 lakh overall, but if the battery goes out and I have to replace it, then I have to pay 10 lakhs or something for the battery. And that's a problem. And sure, I guess you could say the battery price might go down a bit then, but I don't know if that's going to be how much it will actually go down. But still, even if it goes down by a big margin, it might be a 6 lakh or something. Then basically, the price I pay for the car is what I'm going to have to pay to replace the battery. So double the price for me if the battery goes out. And replacing paying 6 lakhs for a new battery on a really old car, which I probably have to end up getting rid of at some point, because cars as they age, a lot of problems do come out, other problems do come out just because of aging. And because of that, the third person thing you're buying it, they're not going to be really willing to buy it. I mean, rather than take the risk, they might as well just go and try and buy a second-hand EV and pay the money up front. And because of that, the second person selling it, they're not going to have a lot of options. Otherwise, they had to sell it at a huge discount. I mean, not discount, at a really reduced price to make the third buyer think about it and feel like it's worth it. But then the second buyer's losing money, and that's where the problem is. The problem comes with the second buyer selling it. And that's why these EVs aren't really going as mainstream as we need them to for the environment and all that. And one way for manufacturers to fix that is to give a lifetime warranty on the battery. I mean, I don't know if the technology is there yet, or giving a lifetime warranty is not practical, but that's how consumers see it. I mean, the fact that manufacturers don't give a lifetime warranty kind of signals to the consumer that then manufacturers don't know how long these cars will last. Or don't give a lifetime warranty, give a 20-year warranty, a 20-year 2 lakh kilometer warranty. That's a decent warranty. 20 years is good, but there is a real limit here. I mean, the max I'm hearing is 10 years, and that's not enough. You need the battery to last the average lifetime of a car, which is probably about 15 to 20 years. And manufacturers really need to do something. If they manage to do that, at least give a 20-year warranty with this many kilometers, yeah, they're safe. Everyone will buy the EVs. Nobody will care. They'll just scrap it when the battery dies, because they'll be able to use it as much as possible. But they're not giving it, and maybe the technology isn't there yet where they can guarantee that. But if that's the case, they need to guarantee it. They need to improve the technology and get them there, and then give this warranty. And it will be like any other warranty, like the engine warranties. I mean, that almost none of the engines will have any faults or anything, but there's the rare manufacturing defect, and that'll be covered. So yeah, manufacturers really need to do this and really focus on the warranty, because that's the only real thing holding people back. And everyone I talk to about buying EVs is their fear of reselling the car, especially considering how much EVs cost. I mean, the EVs cost a lot more than their petrol counterparts. And the fact that they lose money on the sale, that is what everyone's worried about, and that is a problem. And that is something that the manufacturers that are in India really need to focus on and fix. So